right, all right, all right. Good morning. Good morning. Salute to you guys. Good morning. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. We back. What's up, guys? Nice to see you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. You guys, man, it's been a long week. I'm telling you. So as people roll in here, man, today I'm going to just give you guys an update on what's been going on, what's been transpiring here in Vietnam over the last couple months. I plan on doing an individual video. Stuff in this live stream you will not hear on the video that's coming up this coming week. So this is unique to this live stream. So FYI. All right. So make sure you watch through the end. All right. I will make sure that this is not a lengthy one. Okay. So salute to all the people who are here first. Let's see where people are from. If you're new to the channel, where are you viewing from? My name is KT. What's up? I've been living in Vietnam for almost 6 years now. I've lived in the north, in Hanoi for 3 years. Also, I've lived here in Ho Chi Minh City. Let me put this down a little bit. So I live currently in Ho Chi Minh City. So I've been working here in Vietnam for the whole time I've been here. Only a few months off, few months on. A few months off. So I've been through a lot. So yeah, I would definitely like to help you guys out. I hope through my channel, that's what the story of KT is about, is my experience here in Vietnam and other expats experience here. So yeah, you know, I'm not the most wise person in the world, but I have had experience here in Vietnam and I want to share it with you guys. So you see the topic. Vietnam's changing, man. It's changing really, 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 really fast. Seriously. There's a lot of new laws that are coming onto the books that have been on the books just this year in 2025. And I've covered a couple of the visas. I will mention the golden visa in this live stream, but it looks like it's pushing forward. All right. So yeah, let's jump into it. Welcome to the first people who are here. Appreciate you. Looks like we have a comment here. Let me check. It's from Kay. What's up, Kay? Yeah, man. Long time, brother. Salute to you, my friend. What's going on, bro? I hope you're good, man. He says NorCal in the house. Nice, nice. I hope you're good, man. Hit me up on the back end. Follow up with me. I want to see what's up with you. All right. We've been busy here. So thanks for the comment, Kay. Appreciate you, brother. All right. So yeah, a lot of changes have been going on. So let's jump into it here. So let me pull up my handy dandy slideshow here so you guys can follow along if you're not listening on audio. Where are you? There you are. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's jump into segment 2. All right, so all right, so it looks like we're gonna have a lot of updated visas that's going on here. What I'll do is we'll talk about this first, and then I'm gonna give you guys some resources. All right, then we will talk. Again, forgive my voice. I'm a full-time teacher, so I'm yelling up and down all the time with kids. So I teach 4th and 5th grade here, so my voice is always shot on a Saturday. All right, so I'm gonna do my best for you guys. Okay, so the 3-year visa extensions, exemptions, excuse me, for 12 new European countries. I will show you that in a second. They also did this is just for visas, for entry, for residency updates, 5-year multi-entry visa cards for professionals and creators. I'll get into that more. Basically, what that one is like celebrities, um, very, very, very established already. Entrepreneurs or big time bigwigs. All right. So that 5 year multi entry for professionals, it's a card. It's not like a visa, but it is a visa, but it's a card. All right. And then the e-visa expansion, 90-day multi for all countries. Okay. So all countries, this is what they did this year. And again, they just extended and opened up a lot of the visa requirements for other countries. Now, again, a lot of you guys ask me in my comments and behind the scenes, like, what's going on with this visa situation? And I think that what's going on is, like I said in my previous lives, is that I think Vietnam's watching all of the Asiana countries and their visa issues, and they're just taking a step back and trying to do this the right way. Now, I'm no expert, so I'm not going to be the one to speak on expertise of this because I'm not. But what my visa person has been saying to me is that don't expect anything dramatic. Don't expect any visa dramatic. Like, I don't know what she meant by that, but don't expect a lot of dramatic changes going on. Yes, there's changes going on, but boots on the ground here, it hasn't really reached here yet. I mean, if you understand with the work permits for us expats who work, they haven't been processing work permits, only but a few work permits for special companies, entitled companies that for like 4 or 5 months they haven't been issuing work permits. So what's been going on, the real deal, what's been going on is expats have been having to leave, and it's the old expats and the new expats, right? So within the new expats, I define within the last year, and the older expats like us who've been around for a while or a few years, um, I categorize a couple years, up to 3 years, new expats. All right, let's be real. But anyways, they haven't been processing our work permits. All right, so I'm actually going through that process again right now, but we're good. We're good. I'm with a company that actually has some privilege apparently. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. So that's just the quick version, the 3 year extension, 3 year visa exemptions for 12 new European countries. And we are going to, I'll show you that here in a hot minute. But again, a lot of these visa extensions are these ones are already in place. Okay. So just bear with me. I'm pulling this stuff up so that we can figure it out together. Okay. Bear with me. Let me go ahead and stop sharing here and share. Bear with me, guys. This one. All right. So this one here is going to be visa exemption policy starting in August of that started August 15, 2025. All right. So it says right here, the Vietnamese government has just issued resolution number 229 backslash NQCP dated 11 August 2025, introducing a visa exemption program under the Tourism Development Stimulus Scheme for citizens of 12 countries. Under the resolution, citizens of the following countries will be eligible for visa-free entry: is the Kingdom of Belgium, right here, right here. Okay, the Kingdom of Belgium, the Republic of Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Luxembourg, the Kingdom of Netherlands, Poland, Romania, and Slovenia, and the Swiss Federation, so Switzerland. Okay, visitors from these countries can stay in Vietnam for up to 45 days from the date of entry. Okay, so you can come here for tourism purposes, regardless of the passport type. All right. So let's keep going. The visa policy will be in effect August 15, 25 to 14 August 2028. So it's just 3 years. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just reading this down here. So it gives a little special waiver. Let's see, special visa waiver for priority foreign visitors. The government in decree 221/2025 NDCP dated the 8th of August, providing visa exemption for foreign nationals in special categories that are prioritized for Vietnam's socioeconomic development. Okay, so basically this is a special visa for these folks who, if you guys are part of this and you can help Vietnam come up, so it looks like right here, if you can help them come up, and you can get a visa, a special visa waiver. All right. So again, according to the decree, the following groups are eligible. So this will tell you straight up. All right. Official guests. Okay. These are people, probably not any of us, at least people who don't watch my channel. And if you do, and if you are an official guest of the government, tell them about me. Holla at your boy, all right? And then academics, experts, scientists, and professors, investors. This one's really, really key. This is investing into Vietnam, corporate leaders, and executives, all right? So this right here, I think if you guys want to invest in Vietnam, that's your best bet to get a long-term visa, all right? Figures in sports, art, and tourism. Vietnam's honorary consuls abroad, obviously invited guests, people from universities, blah, 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 blah. All right, so there's that. Let's see. Eligible individuals will receive a special visa exemption card, allowing multiple entry within Vietnam within the validity period. The exemption period will not exceed 5 years and must be at least 30 days shorter than the passport's remaining validity. Okay, there it is. Okay, so that's basically what they've done. They've just added other countries, and basically that's what's going on with these other countries. So give me a minute. Let me pull up something these other countries and show you guys exactly. Just a visual, and then we'll move on. All right, so again, this is from Vietnam Travel. All right, and this is the 12 countries that they added. Okay, just visually so you can see. All right, I know it sucks, but it's what we got. Okay, so yeah, this is it. These are the countries that are allowing so visa exemption for citizens, just Europe. But this is good for you Europeans that are already on the list. Like the UK has been on the list for a while now, and you guys just come in here and you get 45 days straight up. Just I'm here to travel, boom, and you're gone. Don't have to pay anything. But it sucks though. It sucks because you're gonna have to leave in 45 days. All right, so there's that. And you can visit this website right here, vietnamtourism.gov. That is .vn. That is the website for the tourism board. Okay, boom, there it is. These are the countries that have been added. I mean, well, these countries are the ones that are already on the list, so they just added those other countries. All right, so yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's keep it moving. And if you guys have any questions on visas, I'll do my best to. Again, I'm not an expert of it, but I could definitely answer some questions for you. And if I don't have the answers for you, I will get I will get it answered for you. All right. So I'm trying to pull up the new one here. So just bear with me. I don't know why it's not loading for me. Okay. All right. So yeah. Other than that, I mean the visas are pretty straightforward. If you guys need any help with visas coming here, my suggestion is don't do the e-visa. It'll take anywhere from 5 to 7 days, business days. So it's there's a lot more people coming here, and so the people who have an agent, like a visa agent, they get priority. So the people in the e-visa, they're just put in queue. They're just put into a line, a queue, and who knows when they're going to get to you, man. So if you know how Vietnam works and how slow the process can be, that's why you're waiting 2 weeks to get yours. That's why you're waiting a month to get your visa. That's why you're waiting 2 months to get your visa, because you are not a priority. You can make yourself a priority if you get a good agent who's not going to screw you around. So I have vetted agents that could definitely I could pass you along to, and they will take care of you. They're taking care of over 3 dozen of my clients, and why not be you? Don't get screwed over, man. I mean, I've seen far too many visa stories that far too many visa stories that people are getting screwed over on their visas, which is that's so simple. You don't have to be screwed over on your visa. What a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you guys have any questions about visa stuff, email me. The story, it's the channel name, the story of KT at Gmail. Super simple. Right here at Gmail. Simple as that. All right. Um, I'll do my best to throw it out there to you. So I got another comment. It's from William. What's up, Will? What's up, brother? Good to see you, my boy. What's up, KT? Ready for those gems? Let's go. Let's go. I got you, man. I got you. Thanks for the comment, brother. So let me jump into let's get into work permits and employment rules. All right. So we're gonna excuse me. We're gonna take a look at work permits. Again, I kind of alluded to it in the last one, in the last segment, but the reality right now is that the because of all the changes that's been going on here, boots on the ground. I know what I'm talking about because I'm going through the process right now. Okay, and the government is so backlogged because they've been switching the departments. So one department used to just literally this year in 2025, they've been doing the work permits and everything else. The Department of Labor. Now everything is switched over to the Department of Interior, I believe. Um, but yeah, it sounds easy, but these departments don't really talk to each other, you know, so they're like independent from each other. So there's the reality of it is right now there's been a lot of expats who have had to do border runs just this month, last month, the month before, and the month before that unnecessarily, because generally you would be able to your job would be able to just apply for your work permit and your visa, and then you could stay while you're working. But the reality is that if that process is delayed in any moment at any time during that little process that you have to get your work permit and your visa, you could potentially go and do extra border runs. That's what I was doing earlier this year. That's why I got screwed over on my visa. If you go take a look on my catalog in my videos, that's what happened to me. That's what I was talking about jobs, and about if you get a good job, make sure they're good and they're on top of their visa process, because it doesn't matter if they're slow. It's up to you. It's up to you to make sure that you get that visa. How the hell do you get that? Right. I know. You have to figure these things out. No one tells you this stuff, but you have to figure this stuff out, because companies will, if they're not connected, they will definitely slow your process down. And you only have 3 months to get your process and your work permit and your visa situated. You think that that's a long time, but it's not. It goes like that. And then next thing you know, you're doing a border run, right? That's the reality right now in Vietnam for hundreds, if not thousands, of expats that have been that months and months and months ago, their company put in for their work permits and their visas, and it hasn't been approved. Go check out, go check out these Facebook groups. I'm not lying. Everyone's saying every day, every week, there's dozens of expats that are complaining, and it's a thing. And now my company right now, they told me last week that I might have to do a border run, and then I kiboshed that like pretty quickly, and they got their stuff in order, which now it sounds like I don't have to do a border run. So there's all this conflicting information, even for me, when I've been here long, and I've been here long enough. I've been through this process about 4, 5 times already, 6 times maybe. I know from the north to the south and in between, the central, but just a little bit. I know how this process goes. And the best process that I've gone through, just to give you an FYI, a little nugget, is up in Hanoi. They're super quick with it. Down here, for some reason, they're slacking big time when it comes to the paperwork. They play games. People in Hanoi, the companies in Hanoi, I never had an issue, man. Gave them my documents, gave them my passport, and they were boom. Next thing I know, 2 months later, they gave me back my work permit. They gave me back my visa, all my documents, gave them back to me, and that was it. We were ready to go. I had my visa and everything. Here in Ho Chi Minh City, I don't know, man. It's just weird. So I'm just telling y'all that you really, really, really need to be careful when it comes to getting a job here and wanting to work here. Like, it's not as glamorous as everyone makes it seem. And honestly, it's rewarding, but if you don't have the balls for it, don't waste your time. Find another avenue of making money, rather than teaching, because it really does wear on you. And yeah, you didn't come here just to bust your ass. You came here to make a life for yourself. You came here to retire. Um, Teaching English is great, and teaching in general is great. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta make sure that your time is worth it. You know what I'm saying? So don't get screwed over by the process, and make sure that you at least get with companies that will take care of your work permit and your visa. Also, I'm just thinking about some things about this work permit stuff. If you're dealing with agents, this goes across the board here in Vietnam, but if you're dealing with agents, real estate agent, job agency looking for a job for you, a real estate agent looking for a place for you, apartment, um, whatever, visa agent, agent for tours, be extra careful, because that's where you'll get scammed at every single process along the way, because it's the wild, wild east over here. I mean, I'm just going to be 100% honest that there are some really good companies, but also there are some really cool and affordable local companies that are really, really good, that will treat you way better than the ones that I'm seeing on um, online and stuff. But also just be careful, because again, if you find yourself in a employment situation, it could really be bad for you. It could really be bad for you. And just make sure that you guys, that you don't get screwed over. All right. So let's jump in. Give me a minute. Let me pull up my resource here. Uh, Actually, I want to go like this and this. And this is what I'm looking for. All right. So work permits, employment rules, and let's talk about Decree 219 in 2025. So, so what this does, and the decrees are just their laws. Okay, if you guys don't know. So what this did was it streamlined the work process on paper. on paper. Okay. So what it says is that, 5-day posting, 10-day approval. Sounds good. All right. Sounds real good, right? Just like the 1-day visa, right? Like they said that you could potentially get. I saw this on like an article I read like maybe 1 week ago. It said the Vietnam's government proposed 1-day e-visa approval, and I ain't gonna lie, I laughed because I was just like, there's just no way. There's just no way. The reason why is because there's a lot of coffee money that would be lost by that. And like I tell you, everything that's put on paper is not implemented on the ground. It takes some time. All right. Remember, this is a country that's developing. All right. So yeah. So 5-day posting, 10-day approval. But we'll find out. Broader exemptions for experts in science, tech, and innovation. Easier background checks, merge application steps. Yeah. So I mean, it sounds good. I mean, it really does sound good, but um, I believe that this eventually will in the future be better. I think right now they're just trying to digitalize and like build that up. You know what I'm saying? Like just like every other country is just putting all their paperwork into the computer. So yeah, I think that this in the long run is going to be a good opportunity. But again, boots on the ground, I'm talking about right now in 2025, it you don't see any of this stuff. This stuff hasn't even touched. Yes, it's on paper, but it hasn't touched us. All right. So let's get into it, man. So Vietnam work permit regulations, new rules for foreigners. All right. This was posted August 15, 2025, posted by the Vietnam Briefing. They're a big publication here. So let's get into it. On the 7th of this year, the Vietnamese government uh, 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 came out with, I'll just say this, came out with this decree 219 2025. Sorry, my screen was a little effed up right there. ND CP, providing updated guidance on management of work permits for foreign workers. This is for us, guys. The new decree introduces significant changes compared to previous directives. Okay, streamlining the process, reduced processing times, and expanded exemptions from the requirement to obtain a work permit. All right, so yeah, sounds good, but again, this part right here. Let me see. This part right here, reduced processing times. So again, it takes months for this process to get a work permit and to get your visa because they're tied together, right? And so it takes about 2 months, maybe a month and a half to 2 months. And if you have any slight delays, it could be 3 months, and then you gotta go do another border run. Okay. Remember, you did a border run when you came to Vietnam, right? Because to get on their visa, you're gonna have to do a border run. If anyone has told you that, uh, to switch a tourist visa to a work visa, a working visa, you're gonna have to leave the country and come back, and then you'll be on their visa. Okay, and that's the visa I'm talking about right now. Okay, it usually takes. They used to say that, well, not used to, because I actually had to do it. I was out of the country for like 14 days. It took them 14 days, business days, and that wasn't including holiday weekends. That wasn't including weekends. So I was out nearly 3 weeks because the processing time. This was earlier this year. One of the times I did a border run. So this was like 14 days. Generally, now they're talking about doing it 5 days, right? I mean, they should do it faster. It think about it. When you're forced to leave rather than go on your own, and like you want to go and have a holiday, right? Then it's difficult. It's not like a luxurious, like I'm going on a holiday type deal. It's more of like you're stressing because they just yanked you out of work, right? In the middle of work, and your HR is gonna say, hey man, you gotta leave tomorrow, type of deal. And you're like, huh? I got classes tomorrow. What the hell? So that's how a lot of this stuff goes. All right. They give you a couple days in advance and then you got to rock. You got to get up out of here. And don't, God forbid, don't overstay your visa because it's going to mess up your future possibilities of getting back into Vietnam. Trust me, hundreds, if not thousands of expats have done that. And they're like, it's fine. It's fine. It was just one time. No, no, Vietnam doesn't play like that. Just telling you. I'm just giving you guys that little nugget, man. All right. So Decree 219. Where are you? Let's see. So obviously these are other decrees. Okay, so basically to facilitate quick implementation, Article 34 of Decree 219 specifies transitional provisions for valid work permits and WEPCs, as well as ongoing related application processes. Okay. Yeah, this is the stuff that I'm not surprised they did this because it's already been backlogged. Like this process has already been backlogged for like 3 or 4 months already. So you can imagine how panicked people have been because they've just yanked people out of their work and people have been gone. Because again, think about it. And the reason why they're tripping and they're mad and upset is because they're not processing work permits and they're not processing visas fast enough. They're tied together. Remember, they're tied together. They're different, but they're tied together. And so, again, you can come back on a tourist visa, but you're going to have to leave again when they start processing work permits. This is what's the tricky part about the visa issues here. So this is why I'm glad. While I'm glad that they're taking care of this stuff, they should understand that thousands and myself have spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just for a border run, right? And it wasn't just a tourist visa, come on back. That's easy, bro. I'm talking about the actual working here and trying to be like stable type deal. I'm not talking about tourist visa. I could get a tourist visa and it like that, no problem from my agent, no problem. But as far as this type of visa, the working visas, it's difficult, man. It takes time. It takes time to do this. And they used to say like I said, 14 days. So and you don't get paid for that if you're working hourly, unless your employer is going to sponsor that. Generally, if you're salary, they would take care of that and you would get paid. I did remember when I was with that crappy ass company earlier this year, I did get paid for being away. So I wasn't tripping. I was happy about that. And I actually did receive the money, receive that money. But most companies will not pay for that. And you're losing money not working. And your bills still rock, right? You still got to pay the rent, right? So what happens if you're out 3 weeks? What happens if you're out a month? These things do exist. These things do happen. All right. And I've heard many, many, many stories of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do a border run and they don't come back for a couple weeks. Just saying, man. Validity of existing permits. According to this decree, issued, reissued, or extended under Decree 152 amended, supplemented, blah, blah, blah. Documents must be in line with, okay. All right, whatever. We're not going to read all this boring shit. So it's here. If you guys want to check it out, this is the article, Vietnam briefing. All right. Basically, they're just trying to speed up the TLDR. They're just trying to speed up the rules so that we we as expats and you as future expats and workers will get your work permit and your visa faster. Okay. So yeah, this one right here for the work permit, this is what screwed me over. Okay. Right here. If they were working on this, 6 months ago, this would have been, I would have been able to do this. I would have been good. So yeah, I personally have experience with this. All right. So that's that for the employment rules and whatnot. If you are not going to be working here, then just disregard that. Let's move into the next one. I have a comment I see, but I'll come back to you. Segment 4, we're going to talk about some taxes, some income changes. Again, this is just a quick overview of what's been going on here. And if you have any other questions, deeper questions, email me. I'll get back to you, or you can hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, I answer pretty much all of you guys. So I understand how important time is. So if you send it in, I will get back to you. All right. I respect that. All right. So taxes have been something that's been going on recently. They changed here in Vietnam, like they're collecting everybody's taxes. They're going after everybody. Right? So before the system, people would be dodging a lot of paying taxes and stuff. And so now, I mean, I'm gonna give you the quick version of it, but just Google it, right? Or I can point you in the right direction. But um, a lot of people have been trying to do like tax evasion stuff, where they're just not paying taxes for years and years and years and decades. Well, now the tax system is more robust and it's changed to where every service, everything is being taxed basically. So now we had a few months where just in 2025 where people like business owners weren't accepting QR code payments, and they still kind of are like that they wanted just cash. That's a big thing here and what's been going on. And so you can say whatever you want about that. I'm not going to get into that too much because this is not free speech type of country. All right. So just a FYI, but I got to just walk a little bit. I got to dance a little bit. But I will say this. It's good for the country. It's good for the country that they pay taxes. I know that's controversial, but I think that the reason why Vietnam looks the way it looks, like it's beautiful, but it's trash all over the place, smells all over the place. If they could collect taxes and it actually gets into the right departments to where they can clean this place up, like countrywide, not just the big cities, I'm all for it, man. I mean, I see how hard the Vietnamese people work. And yes, they don't make a ton of money, but I also believe that if they can contribute a little bit more, because again, no one was contributing. Not a lot of people were contributing to it. They weren't even taxing majority of their citizens. And so if they made a certain amount of money, like you didn't have to pay for that. All right. So you didn't have to pay taxes. So now they're paying taxes, is what I'm trying to say. It's like everybody's trying to contribute now. Everyone has to contribute. Okay. They have to contribute. And I think it's a good thing. I mean, honestly, I really do think it's a good thing. So give me a minute. Let me bring up my little handy dandy. And boom. So 2026, the PIT that's just personal income tax. PIT, personal income tax. I pay it here. my personal income tax is 10%. Okay, because I'm a resident. All right. So what they changed, generally the PIT standard deductions uh, was at 11 million. So what that means is that you can make up to 11 million, which 11 million today. Let me look. Let me Google it real quick. 11 million BNB to, so it is 358 euros and 358 euros, and it is 417 USD. Okay, so you can make up to 417 USD and not be taxed, is what that means. Okay, so now they upped it, right? But this right here, excuse me, this is a deduction for your taxes. Excuse me. So they give you more money. They give you more money. But what I meant by that is your personal income tax is based on how long you've stayed here, and if you've stayed here for under 6 months, you have to pay anywhere from 20 to 25%. Okay, that's what I've seen. I paid 20 at some point. Generally, I pay 10%. Okay, every month I get taxed 10% of my check every month. Okay, and then that also includes social insurance that I pay into. I don't know. They just take it out of my check. I hope they're doing it right. But so, anyways, if you're trying to get into corporate, a business, corporate tiers. So, anyways, they gave you the standard deduction. Used to be 11 mil, but again, I haven't had to deal with the standard deduction just because, I mean, I have a tax accountant and I just send her all my stuff, and then she just deals with all of it. And actually, um, I do know, like, if you work here, you're gonna make hundreds of millions, okay, for the year. So, a standard deduction of, I don't know, man, 10% altogether, and I always get money back, which is, I mean, like, I'm talking about like generally 500 to 1,000 USD I get back almost every year, basically every year. I've gotten at least 500 bucks. So yeah, yeah. Just make sure that you're always getting taxed properly. Again, if you've lived in the country in Vietnam for under 6 months, 180 days, then you're taxed at 20 to 25%. If you're over 6 months, you get taxed 10%. Okay. I'm not an accountant. I just know that based on my own experience. Okay. Get with an accountant. I have vetted accountants that I could throw your way as well. So if you need that, yeah, I can throw your way as well. Just email me. Okay. Corporate tax tiers. I'm not here yet. I'm opening up my academy the beginning of next year. So I will be invested more into this. I'm learning about this right now, technically. So FYI. Okay, VAT is just tax. That's the tax. And the threshold doubled to 200 million per year, which is cool. That's cool. Digital business taxes for foreign online services. Yeah, I mean, again, the biggest thing I want you to understand for this section here is that the tax system has changed. Vietnam is never going to be the same again. All right. They're collecting so much tax, it's ridiculous. But they have to, the sad thing is that a lot of, like I said earlier, is like a lot of people are running from it. And again, like for example, where I live, my apartment, example, real world stuff, man. My landlord, uh, I think they did this in July, I believe. I think they did these changes in July. And my landlord, so I had been paying QR code every month, no problems, right? The rent is already high, okay, for this area, okay, but so she didn't feel the need to collect the tax. So technically, they're supposed to be taxing. They're supposed to tax us, but they don't because they make more money with the rent, right? So an apartment that 1 bedroom, this is probably worth like 5 million. Let's just say 6 million, and they're making every month a certain amount of money over that, and so it far exceeded their the what was it, 6% tax that she's supposed to be charging, right? Or something like that, 6 to 8% tax. I think it's 5%, to be honest. So every month your landlord is supposed to charge 5% tax, so that at the end of the year she can get taxed, and then it you know how it rolls. And then, but they're not doing it. She's never done it. I've never been charged tax on rent at all, ever. Ever, 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 ever. The moment they changed the law and she had to show the taxes, because again, this country is a paper trail country, right? And so the first thing they're going to do is just go straight to your bank accounts and your records and say, okay, what you been doing, right? And everyone here in Vietnam, they pay with QR codes. So do 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 do, right? Unless you pay with cash, right? So obviously if you don't have a paper trail, then you can hide money, obviously. But I'll just say that's basically what everybody's been doing. You know, that's what everyone does in not even just in Vietnam. They do that in the U.S. You know, but you know, you get caught, you get messed up over there. If you don't, but here is wiggle room. You know, you still get messed up. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that this is a lawless country, which you know it can be at times, but again, now it's good for Vietnam because I think a lot of people are paying their dues, you know, and I think that if we just pay our taxes, I mean, things will hopefully funnel their way down here. I hope, you know, I hope. So, anyways, income. Bear with me. Let me stop sharing here. And I know that I do have a comment. So let me get to that comment real quick. Roly Poly, what's up, man? Roly Poly 76 says, "Hi KT, I'm finding a visa agent. Is there an accreditation or certification system to ensure you're getting a legit agent or a fly by night?" Okay, fly by night agent. Yeah. If you need an agent, brother, just hit me up. I will send it over to you, man. Um, you don't need to go find. Trust me, I can. I'll just send you my personal agent, and you'll be all right. Vetted and sealed, brother. All right. Thanks for the comment, man. Email me, storykt@gmail. Got another one. Eric says, "Hello, KT, my man. What's up, brother?" So, Eric, my guy. Love it. Good to see you guys checking a brother out, man. Love you guys. You guys are great. All right. So again, the you know, I'll say this. As far as taxes, I think it's a great thing. You know, Vietnam is changing, guys. It's not the old Vietnam anymore. As much as I want to keep Vietnam the way it is, it's just the way it is, man. I love seeing the new changes that's going on, and I think that you know it ain't gonna be cheap for long, guys. I mean, Vietnam is not as expensive as most places, but it is pretty. I mean, it is getting expensive. It's starting to get a little bit more expensive. Still good right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's still good right now, but it's getting to be a lot more expensive. So uh, I guess that's 2025, 26. You know. All right. So let's get into this. Again, I'm not gonna hold y'all for too much longer. I want to get in. I'm gonna drop a dedicated video with other information. It's gonna be more in depth for you guys, but I just wanted to come out here and just give you guys a little bit of juice. So bear with me. Let me share with y'all. All right, man. So digital law is crazy here, man. I'm again, I'm not an expert. So uh, basically, what I'm gonna say is that if you are a viewer right now and you are into um, the I don't know, biometric stuff. If you're into IT, like serious security, security, online security firm or whatever, bruh, you need to come to Vietnam. All right, this place is you're gonna thrive in Vietnam. What they're trying to do now is like this digital law. Um, and they need security with their systems, their infrastructure. So is what I'm trying to say. But they introduced this thing called the VN ID. Okay, and it seems like a lot of countries right now are coming to this digital ID tracking system, which is kind of cool, but it's kind of weird at the same time. I would say this. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea as long as they don't have nefarious, um, like they don't have any nefarious will towards it. You know. Other than that, I think it's gonna be okay, man. But I'm not. I haven't got my VN ID yet. I'm still waiting for my TRC. Again, been waiting for a few months now for this, and they still haven't been processed. So. Um, I will say I've seen in my job, I've seen all over the place the like actual cameras all over the place. They're putting in hella cameras, CCTV they like to call it. So um, they're basically turning into like the biometrics, so they can identify you as really quickly. Um, yeah, I think it's cool because it's 2025 and we give our data all the time, right? I'm not saying it's right, but you know, you can't do anything without giving your data, right? What I think, um, what I think might go on is that if you don't, at one point, and we're in the very, very beginning, so don't this is not going to happen for years and years, but if you don't eventually get a VNID, you're going to be shut out from banking, your banking apps, all that stuff, right? So government stuff, you're going to have to get that taken care of, because already I hope it makes it a lot easier for us to like for us foreigners to go into a bank and just get it done, get stuff done instead of having to carry your passport and then go get your documents, all this stuff. I hope that you could put all your documents and stuff on that like their like portal, you know what I mean? Like your personal portal. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I think it's kind of cool. So there's the new data law that's coming up that's already came out. Biometric facial recognition rolling out at airports. Okay, so a lot of criminals have been hanging out in all the places Da Nang. Um, everybody's so crazy about Da Nang. It's cool, but it offers a really good lifestyle. But there's not a lot really going on over there. I'm not gonna lie. And that for now. I mean, it's cool. It's not Ho Chi Minh City, that's for sure. This place is crazy. Anyways, the digital ID, yeah, like I said, for expats is already here. It's already here. It came out this summer, and a lot of expats are, I'll say, few expats have gotten it so far because it's one for us, for those of us, majority of us are working during the times that we can go and get an ID, and it's not so easy to take time off. So that's that. All right, so let me go and grab some. Let me see what I got for y'all. Yeah, I didn't pull anything for that. So yeah, basically that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I mean, I want to just get that information out there for you real quick. And if you missed segment 2, I've talked about visas already, and residency updates and stuff. So if you guys want to rewind once this live's over, cool. I will do a dedicated video this week. I got a good one coming up in the next couple days, but I'm just putting it together. So yeah, man. If you guys have any questions, you know where to hit me. The story of KT. Um, Vietnam's changing, man. I'm really excited about the possibilities of what's to come. I hope that nefarious individuals will stay away from Vietnam. I think that it's this place can grow so much and grow so fast, and I want the best for Vietnam. I think Vietnam's a great place, a great opportunity for folks. Come here, enjoy it, enjoy what you want to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? But just keep your business to yourself because this is not the West. They will fucking throw your ass and lock you up forever. Okay, so just be careful out here, guys. I mean, really though. This place is great. This place is an adult playground, but if you are done with that part of your life and you are looking to like move here and be great and start business and invest and just chill, then I think Vietnam's a great place. If you're here on the other side and you're younger and you're looking to work, you're looking to establish yourself, um, and if you're into some, a little bit of dirt, then okay, cool. But if you're a responsible adult and you're a young person, man, I think this place is amazing for you as well. So just get with other expats, start talking to expats, find out which area you want to live, you want to visit. I would recommend visit first, and then get your tribe and then come on back, man. You know what I mean? So don't from what I've been seeing on this YouTube, Vietnam YouTubers, don't just sell all your shit and come to Vietnam. It's not worth it. Okay? Only do it if you have a plan. All right? On that note, much love to you guys, man. I am gonna get up out of here and we're gonna go see some shit, me and my wife. So I really appreciate you guys, man, and appreciate your time. I told you this one was going to be a short one, but really appreciate you guys. All right, look out for the videos. Go check out the other videos I just did this last week. I really appreciate all the support you guys pulling up, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.